Welcome to a video of Black Tsunami Production. And what we got here in front of us? We got the BackBone 1. Arguably one of the best mobile controller that we have on the market right now versus, Game Shark, not Game Sir, and any other controller that has came out for the mobile over the past years. I have collected several, have used many. Some are good, some are not. This right here has been my favorite so far. Now, you're looking in front of you that I have two. BackBone did something pretty interesting. I have been having BackBone for over a year now. Started with the all black edition that came with the Android. So that was pretty fun to have. But then they came out with a PlayStation edition. So I was able to trade in the black one for the PlayStation edition. So that allowed me to use remote play on my mobile. Just 2 months ago, BackBone secretly released a Gen 2. Looking at it, you really can't spot a difference between the two. So when I did my research on first hand of looking at it before the research, I was like, well, maybe they did something different. Maybe they added a back button feature or any other feature that, maybe the telescope is much longer for larger phones, or maybe they finally added tactiles to, the D-pad, some other stuff, small features that they could do to Gen 2. No, they actually did something interesting that I like. They made it available for phone cases. Now, for most people, that's not a big deal. It's just the same controller, but just bigger. But no, for me, it's a very big difference, because the most problems that I have been having with my phone is the fact that I don't really like slim cases. I like a form-fitting case where it's going to protect enough on the screen, but still, not bulky enough to where it's not bulging out my pocket. So whenever I'm traveling on the road using the Gen 1 at the time, it was a pain trying to use the controller with taking my phone case on and off each time I wanted to use the controller. So if we look at it, you can see that these little inserts here, there used to be little black grommets or little black rubbers that used to be there, and they will hold the phone securely in place while you're using it. I try to buy phone cases small enough so that way I can take those off and put the case on. Put the phone on with the case. Now, some phones that I have worked, but I can never successfully get it done with my Samsung. As you see, I had a little bit of problem with my Samsung, but that's a different story. But I always had a problem hooking it on with my Samsung. It never formally fit. And the Samsung's on. But BackBone has an indicator right here. It's a little light ring right there that will turn on if you have successfully connected. It's not successfully connected. It looks like it's connected, but it's not connected. So that's the problem I was having with using this controller, that I would have to take the whole case off. Yeah, and even there, you can see right here, it's not even fully in. It's just sitting there. So I would have to take my phone out the case, very unprotected. This happened at work. And I would have to sit it in. Now you see the indicator, now it's connected. So now I can use the phone. Now is not too much resistant now that I took the rubbers off. It really, the way I had to use the phone, I really had to take the rubbers off, because look at the cameras. See if it focuses. Yeah, look at the camera. Look how close that is touching on it. So the rubbers was really stopping this phone from really sitting in the controller for me to use. So we're going to put this back in the case. And now we look at V1. Let's look at V2. So now I got the phone back in the case. With V2, See how much space, no, let me turn this on. See how much space is in between? There's like a lot of room. I'm gonna put up both of them. Let me see if I can get both to come up. Yeah, right there. If you look to the right with the USB connector, look how much space is in between that. That's a lot of room. So if I take the V2, let's hook that in. Indicator's on. And this is with the case. Now, same thing with these phones. It's optional to take the rubber grommet off or the little rubber pad. You can see it's a little bit of room for it. So I didn't necessarily have to take it off. And even this side, I didn't have to take it off either, because if you look here, that little lip, it was still enough room for this phone to slide up just a little bit for it to stick here to this phone. But it's still a little play, but this feels a lot better when using the phone. And so when I found out about this, I had to order it immediately, because I had the fear of it being sold out. I mean, it's being sold out, and then I had to find it third party or offhand somebody else. So that's the best thing for it. I have 2 dedicated phones. So this was my main phone for, my personal life. But now I have an iPhone and I have the Red Magic. Now my Red Magic is my dedicated gaming phone. I love this phone to death. I use it pretty much every day, playing any game from Genshin, Call of Duty Mobile, the Division that just came out. So this is my go-to gaming phone. So I will forever use this. But I got 2 problems when it comes to using this phone. And that's only A, it's Android. B, BackBone really don't support most games. So they don't have a mapping feature. You would have to use a third-party application to use mapping feature. So that's pretty much the only thing that I hate using this controller with Android, is because of those 2 things. But other than that, they work just fine. So the games that I'm pretty much sacrificing is pretty much, Honkai, Genshin Impact, and so on and so forth. But Call of Duty Mobile, it works. I have tested it. So right now I'm currently using my iPhone to film. So I'm gonna put up videos pretty much after this to show the difference in between using the phone using the controller with the case for the iPhone and the Red Magic. I can pretty much show the Red Magic right now. So this is my Red Magic case. I know, it's pretty cool. We could just slide that on, and yep, same indicator. If I wanted to turn on the phone and use, it's on. I'll press OK on that. There we go. So let me find a game to use, and we will be right back. Okay, so I have Call of Duty loaded up here. Let's play a few games. Just show you how the BackBone on Gen 2 looks. This is with the Red Magic 8 Pro. They are upgraded to this phone is the Red Magic 9 Pro. Performance are pretty much the same. It has the Snapdragon Gen 3 to the Red Magic 9 Pro, and this runs the Snapdragon Gen 2. So processor is pretty much better with the Gen 3, but you can't go wrong with the Gen 2, not at all. So if you want to know more about the Red Magic 8 Pro, just let me know. Give me a like on the video, and I will definitely do that. Ooh. Yeah, and that is game. That is game. Oh wait, no, it's not. Oh, what am I talking about? Yeah, this thing I hit about catching the flag on here is part 2. I like a consistent game. I don't like the pause of it just to switch sides. It's almost like playing what should I say? Search and destroy. When you have to switch sides on teams, so one team carries the ball, other one defends, and then once it blows up, it switch over. I'm not a big search and destroy type fan. Oop. I don't mind playing it when I'm like playing with my friends, but by myself, it's not my forte of the game. Oh Lord. Did I die by my own drone? I think I did. All right. Where are the intimates? Oh yeah. Well, hello there, sir. So that's why I love this controller. I've been wanting to play Call of Duty Mobile for a while. It's been out for a long time, and having to find a controller that not only feel comfortable in your hand, but also you're able to play like you're playing console. I'm so glad that this is it, because for a while I've been having to use third-party application, and it just was not working out. So yeah, that's on Call of Duty Mobile. I could switch to another game to show you exactly what I was talking about. As far as with, let's try Genshin Impact. So yeah, so Genshin Impact is just one of those games. It is just not supported for Android when it comes to controller support. I do not know why. This game has been out, well, I want to say Genshin been out for maybe 3.5 years now, and us Android users, we have been begging for years for Android support for a controller, and we just have not got it. Now, iPhone does have it, and iPhone runs the games just well as Android. They got the support, so I don't know what secret deal that they have to run this game, but they have it. I want it, so let's keep pushing and try to get these developers to, please give us Android users something. But yeah, so this is what I have been using. But like I said, there are third-party applications you can use to modify this game to, I wouldn't say modify the game, but put on-screen touch control to where you can use the controller on that. I know for Red Magic, if you pull the menu over, they actually have a on-screen touch control menu on here to where you can map certain keys and you can use the controller just like that. So I haven't set it up because I really don't be playing Genshin on this phone. I usually play it on my iPhone because of the Android support. But other than that, I mean, it's a great game. It's a great mobile controller to use on the game, but Android just doesn't have that support. So I just been using the on-screen. Sometimes if I am using this phone, and we have the little air triggers up here, so I use it just fine. It's not a big deal. It just sucks that we just can't use controller, but other than that, it's fine. I'm glad that they finally made this phone. I mean, I'm glad they finally made this controller for the phone. It has been a lifesaver. I have been traveling. I have been doing multiple things that have been taking my time, as far as, you know, going to the hospital and stuff, or going to different places where I know I'm going to be sitting for a while, whether that's getting my car serviced, whether that's getting, you know, maintenance done. I just sit back, kick my feet up, bring this controller out, whip my battery bank, hook it up, and I'm charging the plane. And yeah, so I just want to give you an update of what it looked like just to play with the phone on with the case on for the controller. Now, if you wanted me to do a actual review on the controller, as far as these features on the bottom, to where we got the headphone jack and we are able to have pass-through charging, or just, you know, want to know more about controller, you know, like the video and just let me know in the comments what you want to see more about this BackBone controller. Or if you want to see other things, you want to see more about the Red Magic, you want to see more about my iPhone 15 Pro Max, or, you know, I just have a bunch of things that I could review about. So just let me know. If you have anything, send me a link and, you know, we can review. This is the first this is the first video for my channel as far as technology. I want to try to get this as far as I can. So let's see how it goes. Thank you and peace.